In Ford Fusion, I'm about to put this into gear and give you a test drive of it. All right, so let's get started. So like with this, switching into gear is kind of different right here. You have the gear switch down here, so it's quite different from older models. I'm going to do this right here. It's in park. I press my foot on the brake, and then I'm just going to go right here from neutral to drive. All right, great. It says my door isn't shut. Go ahead and shut the door. All right, great. And so like now I'm going to drive, but let me put it back in reverse because I need some space to get out. All right, so just tap it. All right. And we're good to go. So I'm gonna maneuver out of here. Maneuver out of here. It looks like a truck of some sort is... Oh, it's a one-way street, so I have to go this way. All right, so it looks like some sort of dump truck is down at the bottom of the street. It's okay, I'm just gonna wait and stroll. But like looking at the vehicle so far, it's a nice vehicle, the Ford Fusion, a very well-made American car. I don't know what that says to you, but it's a very well American-made car. All right, the Ford Fusion, they keep on updating them as you know the years go by to make them look more futuristic, and they kind of almost feel European, almost. This right here, the way you switch the gear right here at the bottom down here, this almost reminds me of a BMW of some sort. So it looks like, you know, American cars are starting to adapt some of the European features to make them look and maybe feel more prestigious or more I don't know, like giving them the European feel, the more upscale type of feeling, which is okay. I mean, I guess, but I mean, yes, on one part, you're losing your identity, you know, of, you know, American-made vehicle. All right, but on the other hand, it's starting to feel a lot nicer than what it was, similar to European style vehicles. All right, so we're just gonna drive around here. I'm gonna go ahead and turn, all right, onto this street right here. All right, so we're gonna just go down the street, come up to the light. All right, I'm just gonna test out the acceleration in a second. It's a little bit rainy out here. I'm gonna test out the braking. The brakes are a little bit wet because it is humid out, rainy out. Brakes are really sensitive, of course. I mean, I'm just getting started with the vehicle, so the brakes, they need to adjust. After you press the brakes several times, they should adjust to where they're not so jerky and more even feeling. So I'm going to accelerate just a little bit to see how this is. Accelerating takes a little bit to kick in, but once it kicks in, you can actually feel it somewhat. All right, so we're just going to drive down the street right here. Looks like McDonald's has something going on, 6 donuts and sticks. All right, so this vehicle right here, it just stopped, and I'm guessing that's some sort of fuel economy savings measure. It sounds like the engine just completely shut off. I don't feel anything like going on right now. And then when I tap on the gas, it actually starts back up. That's very European. I remember like some of the BMWs and Mercedes-Benz doing this many years ago, to where the engine cuts off, it turns off, and then once you press the gas, it starts back up, and that's probably just to save fuel. It would make a lot of sense in a place like this right here. This is a city, large city. This is Chicago, if you're wondering. It makes sense because there's a lot of stop and go, and sometimes you may stop for a little bit, for a while, and that can be that can cost you a lot of fuel. All right, so we're gonna see this in a second. Okay, so we're gonna test this out in a second. You can hear how the engine stops and then starts back up once I press the gas or the pedal. All right, and in a couple of years I won't be able to say gas anymore because all of these vehicles are going to be electric, and so you're gonna have to say press the accelerator or the pedal. You can't say press the gas anymore, and that's kind of like an old school that's going to be going away in several years. So far I like this. The steering in this vehicle, it's not ultra sensitive per se. Like if I turn, I don't feel a jerk, but you don't have to turn you know, 360 degrees to make a turn, like in this vehicle. So it's not sensitive, but it is it's responsive, if that makes any sense. It's kind of like an oxymoron. So I can just show you right here. You see I'm like gently pressing it, and I'm turning somewhat, but it's not a jerky motion that you get with some of the cheaper type of vehicles. So that's worth noting right there. It's very comfortable ride. It's not necessarily a luxury. It's nowhere near a luxury feel, the feel that you get from a luxury vehicle per se, but it does have some of those qualities. Okay, so that's worth noting. It does have some of those qualities of a luxury vehicle. All right, so like saying that, I mean, you're not getting a luxury vehicle, but you're getting some of the qualities. So it's kind of like in the middle ground. Okay, you're not spending an arm and a leg for one of those luxury vehicles, but you're getting some of the qualities, such as a smooth ride. Speaking of the smooth ride, as I'm going over potholes that are in the street, manholes that are in the street, I'm noticing that you can hear it, you can feel that you went over a slight bump or something like that, but it's not shaking the vehicle around a lot. And that's worth noting, especially in the city. That can become really annoying if you have so many speed bumps, so many potholes that you're going over, and you're just rocking and shaking away. So that's one thing to note. This does absorb the shock in the road fairly well. All right, so when you're driving this vehicle, I mean, it's a comfortable ride. I mean, you can actually enjoy it without feeling like you've gone on a roller coaster or a shaker ride, if that's such a thing, a shaker ride. If you heard of a shaker ride, I don't know, maybe I'm making that up. But I'm gonna get turn. I'm gonna show you how well this turns. I'm gonna go, it's a 90-degree turn. All right, we're gonna turn right here, a 90-degree turn, and a 90-degree turn, fairly easy, not a lot of effort. The power steering is very strong. Okay, so it's just like you can ease into turns fairly well. Just went over a speed bump right there. Not a lot of shaking and rattling. You feel yourself going up a little bit and then coming down, but no rattling all over the place. So that's worth note taking. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and turn right here. Oh, I can't, this is one way. Wait for these people to cross. There's a brake, very responsive braking system. Wait for the people to cross the street. All right, everyone's trying to work their way. It's snow out, as you can see right here. So there's snow out, and so it's a little bit difficult. It's not so much snowy on the road, so I'm not having difficult like slipping and sliding, but it would be kind of cool to see how this the anti-lock brakes work, how well they work, and how the traction control works on some of the snow, because not all traction control is equal. You can get some traction control that is just like, why did you install this on here? Let me speak with the engineer. Let's fire the engineer, you know, that type of feeling. But and then you have like some of the, you know, higher quality cars that, you know, the traction control is it's like butter almost, like smooth like butter. It's just like you don't even really notice it so much. It just clicks on. It's a smooth transition. You're able to get over the obstacle that you've been on, as well as the anti-lock brake system. If there's ice, sometimes with some of the lower end type of cars or the cheaper model cars, the anti-lock brake system will feel kind of janky, where some of the luxury vehicles, or even something that's not a luxury but, you know, has some quality to it, like this Ford Fusion, you would get a braking that is even, not, you know, doesn't feel like, oh my gosh, is this going to stop or anything. It just does its job. So as technology improves, I mean, you'll start seeing some more of those features that luxury vehicles have in some of the cheaper model vehicles that sell so well because they're more economical in the short term. All right, so I'm just gonna go turn in here, and I'm gonna go turn in here to get some groceries of some sort. So this is just a test drive. Let me know what you think. I'll probably do a part 2 for this right here, for the Ford Fusion 2019. So stay tuned for that. You know, check in. I may leave a link down in the description part of the page. Construction work is going on right here. I'm going to make another turn right in here. All right, so if you have any questions whatsoever about this vehicle, just leave a question in the comment box. You know, maybe I can answer it, or maybe somebody else who's also viewing can answer for you as well, or in place of me answering for you. So just feel free to leave a comment. Let me know. Talk to you soon. All right, stay tuned for more great videos. Thanks a lot for watching. All right, have a good one, you guys. This up a little bit, like we're still on part 1. I'm gonna go ahead and turn the heater down. All right, turn the heater down. It's blowing kind of. Gonna go right here. All right, turn the heater down. All right, a little bit toasting here. It was cold at first, but now I don't need it so much. I'm gonna go up here and I'm gonna just drive around, feel acceleration. So one thing with this vehicle, it doesn't have ultra pickup. It's kind of gradual, kind of smooth. It's not your speed racer type of vehicle. You gradually climb into an elevated speed. So that's one thing worth taking note of. This is not a super accelerating type of vehicle. So you may be disappointed in that area unless you get like some souped up engine model. So I'm just gonna pull in here and get some fuel. Let me know if you have any questions at all. Thanks a lot for watching. Where's the gas? I think it's on the left or right hand side, one of the sides. I'll get to it. All right, thanks a lot for watching. Let me know if you have any questions whatsoever. All right, thank you.